This is Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Comic Book Reviews. This time reviewing Uncanny Avengers number 3. Now, I didn't realize that I did number 4 last week instead of number 3, so they're kind of out of order. But let's get started. What happens in the beginning, we see this cop, and the Red Skull comes up to this cop and starts mind controlling him because the Red Skull's plan is to take over all of New York and have them go after all the mutants. And we see the Red Skull doing this, and then his S-Men, as he calls them, brings up Scarlet Witch and Rogue, and the Red Skull has them mind controlled. So they're saying that it was all their fault, and the mutants are to blame. And it starts this big riot where the S-Men and the humans are hunting down all the mutants that they can see, because Red Skull is giving them the ability to see the X gene in people and find out who's mutant and who's not, and they're using this to track down the mutants and kill them one by one. And we see this in these panels. Well, after this, Wolverine, Captain America, and Havoc show up, and they start going to try to save people, and Havoc's the leader of the Uncanny Avengers, and him and Cap is going back and forth who should be the leader, but Cap says Havoc should be, and Havoc says Cap should be. So it's this whole thing, and we see that come to fruition in this comic because in a minute I'll show you what happens, but the fight happens and Wolverine starts to let loose, and then Thor shows up and attacks the Red Skull, and after this Thor gets attacked by this turtle god-like creature, and that whole thing is he's pretty much unstoppable by any man on Earth or whatever. But Thor's not a man; he's a god. So Thor's able to stop him, and then Captain America, as I said a while ago, is getting tempted by the Red Skull to turn his back on the mutants and to help the humans out. Because if you don't know about Captain America, he kind of doesn't like the mutants. I'm not really saying that he's prejudiced against mutants because I'm not real sure, but he doesn't like them too much. And then Havoc shows up and gets him back to the way he's supposed to be, gets him back to his senses, and they save this woman from the Red Skull and his S-Men. And then Wolverine shows up and he fights one of the S-Men, and he's able to get Rogue and Scarlet Witches to act back normal, and they realize what they've done. And then Wolverine goes in his feral mode, his berserker mode, and he is going after Red Skull and trying to kill him, while Red Skull is using one of his S-Men to get to Thor, and he mind controls Thor. And then we see Wolverine turns off his healing power, his healing factor, because this other S-Man has the power to make people do whatever she wants them to do, and he turns his healing factor off, and then Thor attacks him and damages him pretty good, almost kills him. And then we see Thor bowing down to Red Skull, and that's the end of this comic. My question for y'all is, y'all have ever read Uncanny Avengers issue number 3? What y'all like about it? As always, Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, signing out. Guys, good use also to spend an episode of Ritual and comments. See y'all next time.